If you or your friends or family are struggling to find a job in this 2025 job market, I'm going to try to make this video to help you from an employer's perspective on the things that are working right now, and then how to set some things aside from the past that are no longer working in this job market. So it's July, we're past halfway in the year, and it's been a really tough 2025 as far. So let's get into some basics that everybody can do to improve their chances to land a job right now. Number one is create your resume in Microsoft Word. It is very important that when you choose a template in Word that you do not choose one with any symbols, lines, or pictures in it, because modern applicant tracking systems, which is the software for most of the big job sites that tracks the first page of your resume, is going to be thrown off and not know what those objects are. So you want your resume to be plain text with bullets. That's it. And when you write your resume, you want to write it from, instead of, it used to be very skill-based, guys, when you write your resume, you want to write the bullets on things for a job to say, I did this in this time frame and it had this result. So it's results oriented now. So that's the first tip I can do, is give you a resume in Word without any lines, symbols, or pictures. Number two is very important to save your resume in PDF. The reason that you want to do that is because most people have different versions of Microsoft Word on their computer. And if you have your resume, like you have something that goes from one page down to the next, that can move in different versions of Word. And when they open it, it's going to look messed up on your resume. If you save it in PDF, it's basically a picture, but the applicant tracking systems can still scan a PDF resume. So you always save your resume in PDF. Now, the next thing that you really want to do is make sure that your LinkedIn is set up and is optimized to look as good as you can make it look. It doesn't have to have a great deal of detail in there, but at least have in there what jobs you're at from what years, so it shows your kind of title escalation or your job skills throughout the years. If your LinkedIn is pretty light, there's a lot of LinkedIn learning that you can go through and do all kinds of basic job skills training on, or things just to kind of fill it out and beef it up a little bit. You can also post some stuff about just modern stuff that's happening. That'll start to get some content on there for you. So now the next thing that you can do after your LinkedIn is at least set up decently for yourself is no longer do you want to just sit. Now, if you're unemployed, this is going to be a different discussion than if you're employed, and I'll do a different video on that, okay? But if you are unemployed, what I want you to do is a 1-for-1 from now on, meaning that it doesn't make any sense, guys, to sit and do like 10 to 12 resumes a day. By the end of the week, you got 60 or 70 applications in and you've connected with no one. Remember, like, I'm sure you've heard people say in your life that, gosh, if I just got in front of somebody, I could get the job. If I could just interview for it, I'd get the job. You can kind of break some of the barrier of that by doing some different things. Now, the first of all is, as soon as you apply for a job, most of the big job boards, sometimes it's right on there who actually is posting the job. You want to go to their LinkedIn and you want to connect with that person, or go to that company's website